my custom duo base design, the Torpedo. It has 2 vending machines, your spawn, a window seal, a locker to get kit up real fast, drop off loot room. You can see anti-door cam, since you can see your door here, 2nd floor. Very fancy. And here's 2 drop-down loot rooms. There's a regular honeycomb for each side. See why it's called the Torpedo. And there's honeycomb for the TC. And let's get to the base tutorial. Okay. You start your base with a look at this. I'll be just upgrading it to the what it would be like to the final. You wouldn't be able to do this foundation, so you would want to get that HQM before you upgrade anything else. And you shouldn't have this window frame here until you upgrade the foundation. You would have TC full HQM. Should be HQM. That's your first loot room. I'm lagging, so it's gonna take a little bit for everything. And once you do that, you're gonna expand. But you'll first have your star base right here. Remember, it's all last stage, so that's gonna be like that. Just doing a headphone. Everything right now should be sheet metal at the end, because this is a small base, so you want it to be as strong as you can make it. That's gonna be your first honeycomb. Right there. There. There will be a total of 2 floors. The barbecue on top of the chute is optional if you want to. For the build tutorial, I will not do that. And how you want to do the drop down loot rooms is your choice too. I'll not be showing those. After I do the base itself, I will show you all the stuff that I put in there, deployables and stuff, where I put it personally. I'll have my honeycomb for my drop down loot rooms. I know I'm going to make my honeycomb for my second drop down loot room as my jump up. And the jump up could be stone. It honestly doesn't matter. It's not going to change the raid cost or anything. Obviously, looking stupid. Because I am being retarded. Not figuring it out. Okay, so you could place the roof whichever way you want to. You could place it like this, the way I did it over here. But your entrance always has to be right here. That's the thing. Have your standard airlock, and you could have your shop front so you don't get door camped. Sorry, door camping. Now you could place it the way I placed my shop front with the dark side out, or you could place it like that. But I personally like it like that. And you'll have your drop-off loot room. You always have to have the roof. Sheet metal, because top-down raiders will cost more for them. And then there's your roof. So we're almost done. Just getting the shape right, yeah. Right here, your chute is visible. First, let's cover up our TC. There's our TC. If you're like, oh, right here, you really can't do much, but for real, there's no real reason to cover that. If you want to, you can expand your base. I'll show you how to expand it in a little bit. So there it is. You'll have your vending machines in there, and then your ceiling with your windows right here. You'll have all your boxes. You'll have your drop down. You'll have your ladder hatch, whatever you want. And I'll show you the deployables after this. If you guys want to expand the base, you will not have to have that. You'll just have to have it like that or something, made out of twig or something. And for the base upgrades, you would have it like this. So if you're like, oh, it's gonna be that. That's visible. Your main loot chute is gonna be visible. Yeah, it is. So you'll cover it up with that. If you want to, you can have it like that. Have your ladder hatches. You'll have your window embrasures, whatever you want. Vertical or horizontal, doesn't matter. Oops, tapped the wrong one. I'm just gonna do vertical because that's what's easiest. There it is. You could place your bags here so you could do whatever. I suggest having the ladder go out. Or it's like that. So it's gonna block the raider's view or whoever's attacking you. Outwards. You can have a box in there or like a locker so you could gear up real quick. And then over here, right, the front door. So it's just gonna be honeycomb. We're also gonna do the space upgrade. We don't need this anymore. So if you're just gonna do it this way, you could just fully don't do that and step that was like that. So you can have your chute. Have your door. Another airlock if you want to. I preferably like this kind of airlock. I just did it a bunch of times. I like that. Place my doors. That. So if you are here, go in, bring it down, and up, you're in. You're not doing that, close up. Boom, you can start making a stone because this is gonna be your shooting floor. This is the shoot downward, so it always has to be a higher material because that's the way top-down raiders would go. Maybe they would go doors, or they would just go down doors. maybe I would do that. So you could walk around here. Have your doorways like that. And I'm not gonna show you this stuff because you could, like the doors and stuff, because that's pretty obvious. Pretty sure there isn't any stability issues other than like far out, like still build that. You should be able to do these. Now need to build the middle of your roof first. Other than that, maybe. Yeah, these ones have no problem. Well, this is awkward. And I guess we put some stability. Going to be your torpedo. It's fully upgraded. You'll have all your doors, your window embrasures. I personally don't even know how much rack it's going to take. It looks really cost efficient. 14k metal at the end, 9k. This is a duo base, so this is pretty expensive. You can make this a trio. It has a lot of space for loot. Personally, I will make this by myself, yes, with like my friends. So this is a tutorial for the torpedo from starter to the end to full extent.